Hey guys, you're all looking wonderful as always. I'm Claire Botros, and I interviewed Jennifer Whitcomb Oliva. She's a wonderful, active Nashvilleian actress. Okay, so let's talk about her beginnings. Miss Jennifer was born and raised in Nashville. Look at that, it's beautiful as. It all started in elementary school when her PE teacher didn't know what to do with her during the after school program. So they made her audition for the school play, and that's where she played Sacagawea in the Lewis and Clark the musical. It was such an amazing experience that she was hooked to the whole theater acting, and she came from an art family, and they were very supportive of her newfound love. So they took her to different plays and the opera. She became classically trained, um, which is where she got into classical music. She attended the Nashville School of Arts for high school on a scholarship for voice, where she kind of focused on vocal performance. Um, After that, she went to Baldwin Wallace Conservatory in Ohio. She found their vocal performance program only focused on the music, and she missed the other parts of the arts because they were so engraved in her. So she kind of became melancholy and decided to seek other schools with programs that might have been better suited for her needs. And that would also be okay with her kind of jumping in a weird into the program at a weird time. So a friend of hers suggested dun 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 Austin P University. Um so she kind of did her research, asked questions, and went and checked it out. So she got really excited about the whole liberal arts college. So she went in, joined the music program, and loved it. She walked into the theater while they were kind of holding auditions, and she jumped in, auditioned, and did her first show there, her first college show there. She received a bachelor's degree as a theater performance major with a double minor in music and dance in Austin P. Um, and she also helped found their music and dance program, which is amazing. For she found Austin P more freeing, as she was coming from a place that was a structured environment, and she realized that she actually needed the entire opposite of that. So let's kind of talk about her home in Nashville and what she's done here. So when asked why she kind of stayed in Nashville, she described the city as being very charming and having a warm and inviting atmosphere. She's also very much a family person, so she wanted to stay close to family and everything. Um, and she says that the city goes out of their way to make sure that you're enjoying yourself. Unlike other places, when you walk into an audition here, you aren't waiting in a line with 1,000 other girls that look exactly like you and are singing the exact same song. You get to you see the same people again and connect with them. Uh, she says we're booming city, we're up and coming. She's excited for Nashville and the big changes happening in the industry around here, like all the new, bigger and bolder choices that the theaters are making around town. She believes that Nashville could become the next Louisville or Chicago. So Miss Jennifer has done so much in Nashville. She's written and directed and acted in multiple things around here. She enjoys the process of writing and directing and designing. She's directed for the Nashville Children's Theater, and she's even written a two-woman show called Highness, which she performed at the Belmont Black Box. Represent. Um, Now she kind of enjoys both the creative process and the performance side. However, she does prefer the performance side because she does enjoy having that bounce out of reality and becoming a character for however long she can. Um, she loves the Nashville Opera the most because that's where she's so much in her element and it feels kind of like an out of body experience. Um, she loves playing dramatic roles because um, they're her favorite because she's able to go far more in depth within the character. She also thoroughly loves playing big, outlandish, very animated comedic characters. So Miss Jennifer kind of gave a little insight on her audition process and what it's like going in for the audition. So she says, first things first is she looks at what she's auditioning for, what is the show, and how and what song can she pick that can like complement with the monologue. Um, so for example, if the show has like a hint of like a jazzy feel to it, you can pick like a super dramatic monologue and pair it with the jazzy song. Um, Also dress for the part, kind of in the sense of catching their attention, and that's kind of complementary with everything that you're bringing. Um, Ms. Jennifer says she likes to add something that might attach herself to the genre of the show, kind of make them project you into the world of the show without them like realizing it. Um, be unapologetically yourself, big thing. Don't ever second guess it. If you kind of give off the energy of being unsure of yourself, they kind of sense it and they tend to not like you in that. Okay, so some challenges and hardships kind of in the industry. So in general, some challenges kind of include booking yourself. Miss Jennifer doesn't currently have an agent. She's always been freelance. So it's been a challenge in booking yourself and keeping slots open for things you don't know if they'll come through. Another challenge is establishing yourself as yourself. So as actors, you get lost and you forget that you're still people trying to kind of keep yourself as yourself. It can be challenging to kind of find time between things to do stuff that you want to do. Another hardship includes having to work sometimes in an unsafe environment. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do um, because it is your job. So it's a struggle kind of being in that environment and because it's a little bit exclusive. Um, some struggles, um, some personal struggles for Miss Jennifer is kind of being black and being a woman in the industry. So she has to kind of work harder to be seen. Everybody is put into a box. So Miss Jennifer tries to go for kind of the roles that she may not usually be seen in. Another hardship is she runs into is colorblind auditions. Um, it isn't exactly happening how it should be happening. It's still a fight to be heard and seen. There are lots of thoughts and ideas, but nothing is really being done and laid down, which is a struggle. There has been changes in Nashville, but they have been wonderful, but there's still so much that needs to be done. Okay, some advice. So the biggest piece of advice that she was given from a mentor was to be unapologetically yourself. We always go into these auditions becoming these carbon copies of what we think that are looking for and what they want. We forget that our originality sets us apart. We should go into those rooms and be ourselves and hope that that is enough to make a mark and kind of get us a call back. Some advice that she gives to others is, of course, be unapologetically yourself. Always, always, always. Then also, always follow through. If you start something, don't back out of it. Whether it's a creative thought, project, callback, don't ever second guess it. Just go to it. You'll never know until you try. Also, don't be quiet. We have a voice and we should use it. Um, we might feel that our voices at that moment don't matter, but that's never ever true. Anything you can say that adds to the piece and discussion is always important. Also, listen to yourself. As an actor, you're trained to listen to your senses and surroundings. You need to listen to yourself, be in tune, and kind of trust your gut. Also, community outreach, super, super important. Um, we're one big extended family, and it's important to extend our services and skills to help out. It's also a way to extend your hand out and kind of network because you never know who you can meet. So here are the questions for the quiz. I'll kind of leave this up for about 15, 20 seconds or so, so you can kind of pause it and write your answers and whatnot. But anyway, stay safe and healthy out there, everyone. I love you all. Cheers.